Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, here we go. So one area that I have definitely neglected from like UFC 3, UFC 4, and UFC 5 is definitely when it comes to managing the clock and also winning decisions. In this fight right here, I was using Aljamain Sterling facing a Jose Aldo. And generally speaking, if you guys watch me fight in this game, I don't really care too much about decisions. And I'm not even saying that as something to be proud of. Not really, because I've found myself in situations before where I'm so focused on trying to finish my opponent. I'm so focused on doing damage. I neglect actually winning each round. And my opponent, from being passive, from backing up, from all this, ends up actually winning the fight. And so one thing I'm learning, I'm trying to improve right now is on how to win decisions consistently. So if I notice that this might be one of those fights where my opponent, like this guy right here, right away I noticed, all right, this guy is going to make me chase him. He's going to make me, you know, take the center of the octagon for the most part. He kind of wants to back up and then explode into the pocket with a shot or something. As I rock him right there, rock him with that head kick. I believe I got a knockdown right here. There we go. Sit him down. And you'll notice after I got this knockdown, I slowed things down. I'm gonna slow things down, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I just knocked you down. I'm literally winning this round. It is now up to you to try to make this fight happen. I'm not gonna try to chase you. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna be content letting the clock run down at this point. And this is hard for me to do. This is really hard because every bone in me, everything inside of me makes me want to go try to get this guy. You've already dropped him. You've sat him down. Now go try to get him out of there. But I've got myself in trouble many times doing that. And you'll see players, bro, even when they're down, even when it is up to them, it should be up to them to try to make something happen. They literally won't. And you see that with this guy. He's content with just backing up, you know, doing this shit he's doing where he moves his head, then he launches into a shot. See that? He's trying to hide his big shots with head movement. So he'll slip and then go for a fucking roundhouse to the body. He'll slip and go for a Superman punch. He'll slip and go for a roundhouse to the head, for example, right there. And right there, I sit him down again. And I'm just like you have to do something right now. You know what I mean? Like, you are losing the round, but no, one thing you'll see is these guys, they literally will refuse. Like, see me, I'm hanging back. I'm like, come on, like, let's go. And they are so passive, so passive. So this is something that I'm definitely trying to get better at, just work on it. And it's also beneficial not just for a situation where you're dealing with someone passive and you don't want to risk doing too much and then getting stopped. It's also valuable when you do run into an opponent that clearly is more dangerous than you are. You got to know how to win a decision. Knowing how to win a decision is part of MMA, right? It's definitely a part of it. You know, sure, you know, we like fighters who don't care about decisions, and we, you know, fighters who all they want to do is go out there and stop their opponent. But decision is one way that you can win a fight. And you got to be able to know how to win a fight in every possible way that you can win a fight. That is what makes a fighter a complete fighter. As I get rocked right there, but I didn't get dropped. It's knowing how to win a decision. So if you run into someone that's really dangerous and you don't feel like, all right, I can go toe-to-toe with this guy or whatever, you already know what you need to do to win the round. And then you can try to do that. This is something that Romero 17 was, you know, it's something I've seen him working on, labbing. All right, what wins the round? What doesn't win the round? You know, what scores? What doesn't score? Stuff like that is very important to know for sure. So right now, he's clearly winning the second round, at least in my eyes. He was able to get that rock. Tries to take me down right there. I deny it. I believe I almost went for a choke right there. He denied it. Very good. I'm going to try to dump him here. Succeed. Was I able to get side control? Yes, I was. I think I stayed on top for a little bit, and then he was able to. Yeah, he was able. He kept getting this this jailbreak. I knew Jose Aldo had the jailbreak, and my denials, my pre-denials were not working for whatever reason. He tries to mount right there. I denied him mount. I'm trying to get him back to closed guard. Able to do that. I don't remember what happened here. This fight, I recorded this fight yesterday. He pauses up, landing a few ground and pound here. That, I don't think I meant to do that. That's not a fake that I normally go for, just because I know it rarely works. And I get back up to my feet right there. So, yeah, so if that's something that you haven't been working on, definitely try to work on it. Some fights, just tell yourself, all right, you know, I'm going to try to win a decision right here and do damage, and then just manage the clock. Manage the clock. Make sure that you're winning every single round. Make sure you're outlanding your opponent. Make sure that you're on top when it comes to control time, stuff like that. And it also does a very good job of putting pressure on the opponent, right? If they feel like, oh man, I'm so down on the scorecards, it definitely makes them want to like get more aggressive. And as they get more aggressive, they leave themselves open a lot more. But yeah, my opponent right here, he's so like, there's just certain players that are they're not there to push the fight forward. They're there to just stall and waste time. See that? Like the clinching. I go to move forward. He backs up, moves his head. He hits me with the teep to the body. It's everything. I call that the stay away player. Everything with him is stay away, stay away, stay away. I'm gonna push you, teep. I'm gonna clinch you. I'm gonna grab you. You know, just because the constant like halting the fight. You know, and it does something to your rhythm. It really does. You know, a lot of times when you're trying to be effective with offense, you need to get into a rhythm. You know, get into a rhythm and just go. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And if someone like puts a halt in between the steps, now you got to reset. You know what I mean? It just throws you off completely. As he was making me watch this part. Clearly making me watch this part.
Ready to fight?
So this is round number 3. Trying to remember how this thing ended. Oh yeah, I remember. So in this round, 3-round fight, which I hate. Generally speaking, I hate 3-round fights. I much prefer 5-round fights, just because in 5-round fights, I feel like I have time to let things build. You know what I mean? In 3 rounds, I feel rushed. You know, I really feel rushed. Meanwhile, like right there, I rock him again. In a 5-round fight, for example, you could lose the 1st, 2nd, and even the 3rd round, and you still have time to make something happen. You know, you can just take your time and not feel too rushed. Like if I'm using John Jones, I hate using John Jones 3-rounder. I hate it because the pace has to like, you know, the pace has to really increase to be able to make sure I'm keeping up with my opponent in that 3 rounds. Meanwhile, if I have 5 rounds with John, I can take my time and just build the fight up. Build it up until it gets to a point where I'm able to get him out of there. Go for this knee, which is so easy to block with just the freaking palm. I've always hated that block right there. Like the opponent just keeps the palm right there, and you can just block fucking knees. It's so stupid. So right here, I noticed that. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say right there, I noticed that every single time they knee you over and over again, a lot of times you might think to yourself, okay, they're trying to actually land knees. More than likely, they're not actually trying to land knees. They're trying to land push kick. They're trying to land a front kick to your body. And because you're too close, it keeps converting into a knee. So when I see that, that tells me, all right, he's trying to land that front kick. He's adamant about landing it. So I gave him space, sidestep to the side. He threw the front kick to the body. He whiffed. I threw that long overhand from the lead hand and was able to get him out of there. So just from staying patient, not rushing too much, you know, managing the clock, telling myself, hey, if I win this by decision, it is okay. I was actually able to create an opening to finish the fight. So just wanted to upload this one. If you're someone out there that has also been neglecting your decisions, knowing how to win by decision, that's definitely something to try to keep in mind, especially going into UFC 6 and just beyond. It's a very important skill to always have in your back pocket, knowing how to win a decision. All right, I know it's not the sexiest thing to talk about, but it's also very important to bring up. So that's gonna do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, and I'll see you guys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out, boys. Have a good one.